All right, Gold Member. Don't play the laughing boy. There are only two things I can't stand in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
What?
Okay, let's go Dutch. This is a video with a shout out for a subscriber of mine, the Dutch film buff, whose details will be in the description, as well as a picture here. But I thought I would do some Dutch filmmakers video in his honor, of course. So starting off with Paul Verhoeven. I've got his RoboCop, his first big mainstream US film. I think Flesh and Blood was before this, but it wasn't that mainstream or that American, so that really put him on the map. And then he really hit home with Total Recall, a violent sci-fi with Arnold Schwarzenegger from 1990. It's a great film. And this is probably his biggest hit and probably his biggest downfall. It's a great thriller and it looks fantastic, but as big as it was, it didn't really help his career, as it led him to work with Joe Esterhaus again and direct Showgirls, which is probably a big joke now. The film's not too bad, but it's, look at that, 2 hours, 10 minutes of your life you won't get back if you didn't enjoy it, and none of it makes real much sense. But he did make the fantastic Starship Troopers, which is a hell of a sci-fi film, gory as hell, but wasn't a big hit, unfortunately, because people didn't get it. But people are idiots anyway. So then he made Holloman, which is another special effects extravaganza, and this, I think, was his last US film. He took a break and then made Dutch films, I think, but that's him. Then we'll go on to actors. A Dutch actor who is fantastic, Sylvester Stallone. No, he's not mentioned here, but it's Rutger Hauer. He was so good in this part, they cut most of it out. He was outshining Stallone, apparently, but who knows if that's true or not. But he went head-to-head with Harrison Ford in Blade Runner and made such an impact in this. He is fantastic. It's the first film I saw him in. And then a complete opposite, a romantic good guy in a fantastic adventure. It's not that good a film really, but he's good in it, and Michelle Pfeiffer's good in it. Lady Hawk. He's a wolf by night and she's a hawk by day, so they never get to meet apart from 1 second every 12 hours or something. But then he really became mean in The Hitcher, where such a scary presence. Wouldn't like to mess with him. But then in the same year he made Wanted Dead or Alive, which he plays a badass bounty hunter taking on terrorists, which has a fantastic final scene. And you got a couple of doubles. Ignored the Punisher. He was nothing to do with Dutch people, as far as I know. Unless Lou Gossett is Dutch. Yeah. I think what's Dolph? Swedish, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's got Rutger and Blind Fury, so a blind Vietnam vet who's pretty lethal with a sword, protecting a young boy who was killed. His father was killed. Pretty good comedy action. Finally, a double bill of Split Second and Wedlock. This is the early 90s when sadly his film career took a turn, mostly to straight to video. And these are two of the good ones. Split Second's an awesome supernatural serial killer, weird, set in London, very over the top. And Wedlock is basically he has to wear a necklace that explodes if he gets too far away from his partner after they escape prison. But bollocks. Entertaining enough. Anyway, there we go. Thank you for watching. Here ends the lesson.